Okay, so hello everyone, very good morning to all. Hope you're doing well. So let's start the today section. And what we started from today is about source analysis, SWOC, right? And before that, we already completed the ETOP analysis process. So source analysis, SWOC, if we elaborate it, then it's become like the strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenge. It is a strategic tool used to evaluate organizations' internal and external environment. Actually, it's also another type of strategies. Okay, and the organization identifies areas of advantage and address weakness, leverage opportunities, and mitigate challenges, forming the basis of for informed strategy development. अभी उसके कंपोनेंट्स डिस्कस कर देते हैं, जैसे कि फर्स्ट वन स्ट्रेंथ. कंपनी का स्ट्रेंथ के बारे में ये हमको एनालिसिस करके देता है that what are the internal factor that gives the organization a competitive edge or advantage over others. जैसे कि एग्जांपल देखेंगे तो कुछ स्किल्ड वर्कफोर्स हो गया, स्ट्रॉन्ग ब्रांड हो गया, इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट, ये सब क्या कंपनी के लिए स्ट्रेंथ है, राइट? Similarly, if we discuss about the weakness, then the internal factor that limits to the organization's effectiveness and competitiveness. Okay, जैसे कि एग्जांपल lack of resource, outdated technology, poor customer services comes under the weakness part. If we discuss about the opportunities, then the external factor in the environment, okay, that the organization can exploit for growth and competitive advantage. Okay, जो भी external factors जो भी रहता है उसी हिसाब से कंपनी का opportunities को expand करने की possibilities उतना ज़्यादा रहता है. जितना गुड रिव्यूज आएगा मार्केट से, गुड कस्टमर बिहेवियर होगा, जितना कस्टमर हमारा प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस के लिए व्हाट अट्रैक्ट होंगे या फिर क्या इंटरेस्टेड रहेंगे, उसका बिहेवियर जैसे डिपेंड करेगा, उसी हिसाब से कंपनी के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज थोड़ा ज़्यादा रह जाएगा टू डेवलप न्यू प्रोडक्ट, न्यू सर्विस. ओके, जैसे कि एग्जांपल एमर्जिंग मार्केट्स, फेवरेबल गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज एंड टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट्स. Now the fourth one, which create a difference, is if a comparison between the SWOT analysis and SWOC analysis, then the basic differences between the fourth part, which is in the T of the SWOT is represent to threat and SWOC where C represent to challenge. So it's a definitely one of the what uh, it's a type of external factor that may put risk barriers, okay, or threat to the organizations. जब भी हम किसी चीज को चैलेंज के तरह रहते हैं तो इसमें क्या होता है कि हमारा काम करने का पॉसिबिलिटीज थोड़ा हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी में रहता है, वहाँ पे सक्सेस का रेट थोड़ा ज्यादा रहता है क्योंकि वी आर चैलेंजिंग टू दैट पर्टिकुलर वर्क. एंड एग्जाम्पल इफ वी डिस्कस देन द इकोनॉमिक डाउन, अगर इकोनॉमिकली आपका एरिया में इकोनॉमिकल डाउन टर्न से एंड एट दैट टाइम इफ यू आर चैलेंजिंग टू दैट पर्टिकुलर रूल्स एंड regulation for that your company to achieve something goals, then it you can that time take it as a challenging role. Regulatory changes, intense competition, disruptive technologies, okay, and strategic implementations for like develop strategies to mitigate or avoid challenges. लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द की डिफरेंस. ओके, इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है, जैसे कि मैंने बताया, इन सोर्स द टर्म चैलेंज रिप्लेस टू थ्रेड्स टू एम्फसाइज proactive strategy formulation rather than focusing the risk. Okay, so this is to we can challenging as you can take any things according to require for the company as a challenges more. Okay, so challenge in SWOC encourages identifying external issues as opportunity. So this creates a difference, okay, according to the or in comparison to the threat of the SWOT analysis for innovation or improvement or fostering a ग्रोथ माइंडसेट. यहाँ पे जब हम किसी चीज को ऐसे चैलेंज लेते हैं तो यहाँ पे हमारा माइंडसेट चेंज होता है, जहाँ पे ग्रोथ का कुछ पॉसिबिलिटीज ज्यादा रहता है. Then conceptual framework for strategic management using SWOC. तो पहले हम देख लेते हैं इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट में क्या रहता है। जैसे कि यहाँ पे स्ट्रेंथ एंड वीकनेस हो गया, जो कि फोकस करता है एवोल्यूटिंग ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रिसोर्स कैपेबिलिटीज, उनका इंटरनल प्रोसेस कितना है, एचआर टीम कैसे काम कर रहा है, मार्केटिंग, ऑल द थिंग्स रिलेटेड टू इंटरनल comes under here. Like, and tools like value chain, resource based reviews, and core competencies are also used. For example, if you can see accessing how strong a company is in supply chain management or brand quality equate. Okay, so that's represents or that reflect a picture of how internally that particular firm is strong. ओके, सो वहाँ पे क्या होगा कि आपका एक ब्रांड वैल्यू निकल के आएगा, कंज्यूमर के अंदर एक माइंडसेट चेंज हो जाएगा फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड को लेके। एंड एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट एनालिसिस में क्या हो गया, जहाँ की यहाँ पे अब दो चीज आ गया, जो कि अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड चैलेंज। सो ये क्या हो गया, ये जो अपॉर्चुनिटी हो गया, ये जो चैलेंज हो गया, ये विथ इन द कंपनी नहीं, विथआउट आउटसाइड द कंपनी जो होते हैं वहाँ पे हमारा अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखता है। वहाँ पे अगर कुछ एक्टिविटीज होता है तो उसको हम ऐसे चैलेंज के द्वारा एक्सेप्ट करते हैं। सो ऑल दिस थिंग्स हैपेंड इन द एक्सटर्नल पार्ट ऑफ द एनवायरनमेंट, विच इज नॉट इन द which is not in the organization, right? So actually it's evaluate factors outside the organization such as market trend हो गया आपका, right? And industry dynamics and macroeconomics conditions, okay, ये सब चीज आपको इन्फ्लुएंस करता है आपका एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट को। Tools like pastel analysis, photos, five forces rules, which we all discussed in our previous classes, can assist this evaluation. For example, if you can see understanding how regulatory changes could either support or hinder business operation. Like that is one of the example, that understanding the regulatory change, okay, that how it support to our organization's operation, our teams work, and as well as the how how much revenue we can generate as per the for analysis of the opportunities and challenges, which completely reflect from the external of the company, not within the company. It's completely outside of the company, right? According to that, we can take the analysis. According to that, we can what based on this consumer's behavior, we can take this as a opportunities. Okay. Then come to the third is integration of insights. Okay, combine insights from internal and external analysis to create actionable strategies. So first of all, insight means we can take anything from the when the gathering of the information, from that we take the insights, and when we combine that insight from the internally and externally, okay, that is it. You can see the S hyphen W strength and weakness, and external is called opportunities and challenge, right? Analysts to create actionable strategies. For example, if you can see, if a company's strength is innovative R&D, and there is an opportunity in green technology, okay, then the strategy could be develop a eco-friendly product. Okay, that's is one type of good positive uh, picture is came out here, right? And strategic formulation, what use the SWOC framework to align the organization's strength opportunity and convert weakness into strengths. ओके, ये आपका वीकनेस को कन्वर्ट किस में करेगा, स्ट्रेंथ में कन्वर्ट करेगा। एंड एड्रेस challenges, ओके, ये आपको चैलेंज लेने में एड्रेस करेगा, राइट? दैट SWOC फोकसिंग ऑन दैट पार्ट। नेक्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी ऑप्शंस क्या रहता है, जैसे कि ग्रोथ स्ट्रैटेजी हो गया, टर्न अराउंड स्ट्रैटेजी, डिफेंसिव स्ट्रैटेजी, लाइक एक्सप्लॉइट स्ट्रेंथ एंड अपॉर्चुनिटीज कॉल्ड comes under the growth strategy. If we talk about turn around strategy, that address weakness to recover. If we talk about defensive strategy, then minimize the impact of the challenge. Then come to the next, implementations and monitoring. So it translates strategies into actionable plan, allocate resource, and establish performance metrics. Okay, that where we can do the monitoring the things, that how the things we achieved by using the strategies, and what is the key metrics we get after applying that particular implementations related to the achieving goals. Okay, so where here this we can take the into work on the actionable plan and set up the resource according to the requirement and allocate resources and establish the performance metrics. Then come to the next is writing here what the regulatory monitor changes in the external environment. Okay? To adapt, strategies is needed. Okay, regulatory monitor changes हो जाएगा according to your internal external environment to adapt the strategy as requirement of the companies or as needed. अभी उसका बेनिफिट डिस्कस करते हैं, जैसे कि होलिस्टिक व्यू हो गया आपका स्वेस एनालिसिस में, combines internal and external perspective for comprehensive decision making. ओके, यहाँ पे आपका डिसीजन मेकिंग जो रहेगा वो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव के तरह कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव रह जाएगा, हो जाएगा कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव डिसीजन मेकिंग लोगे यहाँ पे. ओके, व्हेन वी कंबाइन द इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल पर्सपेक्टिव. देन प्रोएक्टिव अप्रोच क्या है, जो कि एनकरेज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू एंटिसिपेट एंड प्रिपेयर फॉर चैलेंज. देन जैसे कि स्ट्रेटेजिक फोकस क्या हो गया, जहाँ की ये भी तुमको आपको helps to prioritize efforts on areas with greatest impact, where you can put more focus on the strategic part. As well as it's also improved the decision making. Okay, that enhance understanding of the organization's current position to future potential. Okay, both the things it will be helped based on the how our decision making is the how qualitative decision making we are taking and how our decision making is improved. That also affect to the future potential of that company. Okay, depends on that. And alignment with goals. Okay, that ensures strategies are aligned with the organization's mission and vision. And that part, what we here I writing here, that organization's mission and vision. We can elaborate in future classes. In depth, we can discuss about the mission and vision, how it will be work, and how it's affect the organization's farms. Okay. Okay. Then take an example of taking uh, uh, for a source analysis, for taking a scenario based example where we can take a technological startup, and here we can see according to the strength. If we can identify, then it will becomes under like the innovative, how innovative your team is, that how cutting edge AI technology you are using, and how strong investor backing is that backside or with who uh, tie up with that particular company, right? How the involvement of the investors, how strong is that? If we talk about the weakness, then limited market presence, high operational cost, and lot of customer service infrastructure. So all these things somehow burden to that particular company. Okay, so it comes to the weakness. Somehow the companies may be lost, going to that loss by expense of these things into the high operational cost, to providing repeated customer service. Okay, and still the output what we get from the customer is not satisfied, so there is lot of expenses there. So this one type of weakness to that particular firm. Opportunities we talk, then growing demand for AI solutions. Okay, this is one type of opportunity to grow the firm. Government incentive for tech startups, expanding global market. So this is all creates one type of opportunity towards to the particular company. Challenge, what the challenge we can take as a intense competitions from established player, जो आपके कंपटीशन कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं, जो एस्टेब्लिश प्लेयर मार्केट्स में ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, उसको चैलेंज करके तुम कुछ नया चीज मार्केट में लेके आ सकते हो, जो कि डिफरेंट क्रिएट कर सकता है आपके दूसरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से. एंड रैपिडली इन्वॉल्विंग टेक्नोलॉजी एंड रेगुलेटरी ऑर्डर्स. Then talk about strategic action plan, where we can leverage strengths, address the weakness. When we can talk about leverage strength, then using cutting edge AI technology to differentiate a product, address weakness to invest in market and build a customer service team which can somehow manage the decrease the weakness of that particular firms and create something sustainable things which can impact to the market and consumers are highly appreciated that. Then third is capitalize on opportunities that expand into new market and leverage government incentive for the R&D. If we talk about mitigate challenge, then monitor competitors moves, how the competitors moves according to the marketing, according to the market strategy, and comply proactively with regulations. Okay, that this is the challenge of comes the mitigate challenges for the strategic action plan. Now come to the Next part is called SWOT analysis. So I think this is very much familiar to all. As we know, SWOT represent to strength, weakness, opportunity, and last one is we called about T, then T is threat. So let's read it once that a SWOT analysis provides an overview of a firm's situation and each essential component of crafting a strategy tightly matched to the company's situation. The two most components part of SWOT analysis are drawing conclusions about what story the completion of strength, weakness, opportunity, threat tells about that company's overall. Next, come to the situation. Okay, so according to SWOT analysis, what happens according to farms? Okay, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, all are we are getting the overall picture we can get at that time, and it's also represent us how crafting that tightly match to the company's situation. Okay, and it also represent the overview of the farm situation. Okay, so this analysis also helps according to that, and acting on those conclusions to better match the company's strategy to its resources, strength, and market opportunity to correct the importance, weakness, and to defend against the external threat. Okay. And a company resource strength, competencies, and competitive capabilities are strategically relevant because they are most logical and appealing building block for strategy. Okay, like resource weakness are important because they may represent vulnerabilities at need correction. Okay, and external opportunities, if we can take as a and threat came into play because the good strategy necessarily aims at capturing companies' most attractive opportunities and at the same time defending against threat if to its well-being. Okay, now it provides also a good overview of whether the company's overall situation is friendly nature or how healthy and unhealthy is that. And the SWOT analysis provides the basic for crafting a strategy that capabilities on the company's resources aims squarely at capturing the company's best opportunity and defense against the threat to its well-being. Actually, it also helps to analyze the simple, widely used tools that helps understanding the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Okay, yes, and involved in the business activities, and actively identify the internal, external factor that are important to achieving that objective. Okay, strength, weakness are usually internal to the organization, while opportunity threats are usually to the external. Okay, and I think these two lines what I written in the picture in the paper is not meant not I think not required to be explained again because the whenever we talk about the strength weakness it's always within the company, and when we talk about the opportunity threat it's always represent and reflect from the external part of the company, and it comes from the outside resource and up from the outside part of the companies to the company, right? According to if we discuss about the opportunities and threat. Now here if you can see sort the component like as you can see in the picture you can see as for strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. Okay, if we can compare it to achieving the objective according to the as well as the attributes of the organization, if those two things are helpful and internal origin, if they match then here it's represent the strength, but if it represents with the harmful then it's come to the weakness. Similarly here if you can see external origin with the helpful then it will create an opportunities, but at the same time if that external origin is related with the harmful of the picture then it's represent the threat. Okay, and this is what all about the picture saying. Okay, I think it's visible. Okay. So internal factor, if we discuss, then as I said, the strength and weakness part is comes involved in the part of the internal factor of the organizations, and it's basically identify the availability of the resources, how corporate strength is competitively advantage and through other competencies. Okay, and like how mechanisms, what type of machinery purposes they are using, how industrial growth on that. And weakness refers to the how companies movement is stopped and direction decide the strategic path, and also inhibit the company to achieve core competencies. Okay, the weakness part of the all the internal things are come to the internal factor. Okay, if we talk about strength, let us take an example directly. If we establish a manufacturing based machine tool technology supported by tooling, accessories, mechanical, electronic subsystem, okay, peripheral manufacturers, that comes to the strength of it, represents the strength of the what company. Def, uh, Actually, if we talk about the R&D setup and proven track record of indigenous development of high technology machine tools, ability of large pool engineers and technicians with expertise level, which presents the expertise level of that particular individuals or employees. Okay, and system integration applications engineer, how their product making the process is developed, what is the manufacturing process you are focusing on that, and you are applied in your company. Okay, that all things are represent and focus, reflect the strength of the company. How well established customer service you are providing across the country, and how the consumers are respond to that within a shortest notice. Okay, also defined advantage over international machine tools and builders. Okay, and next we can take experience in offering metal cutting, metal forming, and plastic processing technologies, including applications and tooling selectively. All the major machine tools manufacturers are accredited with ISO 9001 certification. It will be a def, what it's a type of like what the machinery tools requirement. Okay, that is must be the ISO 9001 certified. Significant international presence through technical tie-ups with internationally reputed manufacturers and exporters. Just opposite to that, if we can discuss about the weakness, that it represents how internally the weakness part of your company and skills, capabilities, all these things are comes to the weakness of the or represent the firm's weakness. Okay, what are the sources of outfit? Like if the company came with a single product that itself from a weakness. Okay, and it may be a lose a bulk profit from that. Then next coming to the how the status in your life cycle. What is the status of the competition? What is the status of industry sale, product quality in the market share currently enjoyed? What the with quality competition and price status? Is there scope for further growth in the sales through product development? These things, when these questions arise, then it represents the weakness of that particular company. If we talk about risk, the possible risk may be the product having danger of obsolescence, the danger of being pricing out, the danger of substitutions, the danger of new competitions coming. Okay, this is the create the risk for that company. At the same time, if we can discuss about the external factor, then it's represent the opportunities that if we discuss the how sub-suppliers developments, subcontracting, franchising of tail end products, mutual sharing of capacities, product range specializations, okay, tapping capital market for funds, product divisions, linkage between manufacturers. Okay, this is represent itself that how opportunities are available with the market which can able to capture the market, and what are the opportunities are open for that particular company, that consolidations of efforts and to build up a better infrastructure. When it comes to the threat, that identify the what are the negative part of these companies. Okay, that the entrance of a new competitor, slow market growth, major technological changes repeatedly, and appearance of a substitute product are the example for the creating one type of threat. When it comes to the threat, it's a major unfavorable situation to the farms or environment. Okay, now take an example of SWOT analysis for a textile industry. Let us take it as a strength. Okay. So raw material availability. Okay. Availability of low cost, availability of large varieties of cotton fiber. Okay. As a fast growing synthetic fiber industry. Okay. This is comes to the strength. How control your cost and how reduce and lead time across the operation. This is to represent the strength of the company. When you discuss about the weakness, the lower productivity, lack of technology, infrastructure unavailability, lacking of generate economic scale is comes to the weakness, which represent the weakness of that particular firms. If we talk about opportunities, then how large potential market area you have to uh, enlarge your product, or how your marketing strategies, how developed it is, how your product is completely different from the other companies, other competitors, and what is the product development diversification you are doing, which create a global needs and global market brand value. Market is gradually shifting towards branded ready-made garments, right? And increased disposable income and purchasing power of Indian customers open to the new market development. That's all represent the opportunities to create that particular company. If we talk about the threat, then competitions from other developing countries, especially China, and threat for traditional market for powerloom or handloom product for forcing them for product diversification. Okay, this is one type of threat for a company. And international labor and environmental laws, and to make balance between price and quality. If we talk about the applications to the SWOT analysis, then it's provide a logical framework. Okay, the most common applications provide a logical framework guiding systematic discussion of the business situations. What are the alternative strategies available, and ultimately the choice of the strategy. Then next is enable systematic comparison of internal and external factors. In second application of SWOT analysis, key external opportunities threat are systematically compared to internal strength and weakness in a structured approach. Okay, and that should be structured, not in unstructured format. If there is unstructured, then there will be a problem. If strategic planning, brainstorming, decision making in SWOT analysis, what is represent, the brainstorming and strategic planning are how useful tool. Okay, and one will get more value of SWOT analysis if he or she conduct it with a specific objective or questions in his mind. Then come to the fourth one, that building of strength. Okay, so SWOT analysis also help you to identify areas for your business that how you can perform well. These areas in your critical access factor that can give you business to competitive advantage. Then next, just opposite to the strength, that is called minimizing weakness. That conducting SWOT analysis, it's also identify the characterize the what's the weakness of that firms and how you can improve on by creating or what by developing some of the strategies. Okay, when conducting SWOT analysis, it is important to realistic about the weakness in the business so one can deal with them adequately. अगर weakness नहीं पता होगा तो we can how can find out that particular, how can we can resolve that particular weakness. Okay, then the seizing opportunity, it's all about how helps identifying opportunities that business could take advantage of, how greater profits one organization can take and make or that from the market. And opportunities are created by external factors such as new consumers, trends, changes in the market. The more consumers need happens, the more market change, and the more opportunities door is open for a particular firms. Conducting SWOT analysis also helps to understand the internal factor, okay, ability of the companies and new opportunities will become. And if the business doesn't have any capability to seize an opportunity but decide to anyway, it could be damaging. Okay, then next part is Contracting threat. Okay. So threat comes always from the external factor that could cause problem for the business. Okay, this is represent the negative environment influence करता है, such as change to the market and competitors' new advertisement campaigns, new government policies. So, how we can identify by helping threats where to contract them depending on the strength and weakness. वो डिपेंड करता है कंपनी के स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस बेस्ड ऑन दिस SWOT analysis we can identify. Okay, so here is some of the concept related to source analysis SWOC and SWOT analysis in like SWOT. How these two analyses are applied in the company and what are the difference between to them. That if we talk about source, then at the last C came to the challenging part, and if we talk about SWOT, then the T comes to the threat to the particular company. How negatively influenced that organization's forms. Okay, so this is all about the source analysis and SWOT analysis for a company according to the strategic management. I think all the things we discussed today is completely clear for you all and simultaneously make a note for this particular section. So all these things about the today's class, see you in the next class or next section. Okay, till now, goodbye.